Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Showdown here at the Foundry in San Francisco. And tonight we have a very special event. We have a new game to a lot of viewers, Rivals of Aether, and I'm joined alongside the developer of the game, Dan Fornasi.
Yep.
Pleasure to meet you, sir.
I'm happy to be here in San Francisco, GDC, showing off Rivals.
Yep, GDC week is upon us right now, and what better way to celebrate than by playing some of the new games out on the market coming soon. So, Rivals of Aether, definitely one of the fun new games coming out. Can you explain to the audience, for those at home who may not have seen this game before, what it is that is?
Yeah, so we are a fighting game that is on Steam Early Access right now. We launched last September. And we're a fighting game that we're definitely based around 1v1 combat, but we take inspiration from the Super Smash Brothers series.
Yeah.
So, where that game is known for be both a really fun party game and also a competitive fighter, we're more on the competitive fighter side. So our game is much so balanced around each of the characters' movesets and how they perform, and when you're going head to head, just going at it.
Yeah, very awesome game. I love the art style of this game. The way I explain it to my friends who have just seen this game coming up to me, and they're asking, oh, what is Rivals of Aether all about? It looks a lot like a 16-bit kind of era Smash Bros. Game, and it has a lot of those same visual and audio tropes of that game.
Right.
I love the art style that you guys have gone about it. I was wondering, how did you get the inspiration for this game?
So one of the funny things is, if you look at the game, it almost exists in this parallel universe where, if you imagine Super Smash Land was a Game Boy D-Make that I made
I do remember
back
that.
when I was in college. So there's a parallel universe where that was the first Smash Brothers. Then Rivals could have been what the second Smash Brothers might have looked like, because it would have been on Super Nintendo or something, right? So some of the things that I did in Super Smash Land kind of carried over, no ledge grabs in Rivals is very similar to how I set up Super Smash Land. And then also the visual style too. It's like a pixel art style, but we make sure, the biggest thing to me in our game art is just readability. How much the characters pop. A lot of people will say some of the sprite work doesn't match the backgrounds. Well, the sprites are made to stand out from the backgrounds, right? That's why we have black outlines and everything's very colorful. So visibility is important, and then also the art style kind of matches my art style, because originally I was the only one doing visuals for the game. So over time, the art has kind of gotten better, but we still have the same pixel art aesthetic that we had when I was doing all the art and all the animation and everything.
And I would definitely say it works very well for your game so far. I mean, the characters themselves, all brand new characters. You have 8 characters in this game. Maybe you could speak a little bit to them, their play style.
Yeah.
Definitely a difference between this game, I would say, and the Smash Brothers series is that every character has these unique properties to them that kind of enhance their own powers in a way. So, for example, you have a character like a Zetterburn, which is the character that's, I would say, is very reminiscent to a wolf or a fox from the Super Smash Brothers series in looks, but his play style differs. So maybe you could explain to the people at home how some of these characters' play styles go.
Yeah. So one of the interesting things about the characters is, if you look at a game like Super Smash Brothers, it's kind of Sakurai's job to take known characters and kind of develop them for Super Smash, right?
Sure.
So he's taking these abilities and different properties of the character that you already know, and then he's trying to fit it into a moveset. Whereas when we design a Rivals character, we kind of go the opposite direction, which is we come up with a sweet moveset idea, and then we design a character to match. So for example, on Crag, I wanted a big, heavy rock guy who was picking up and throwing rocks and had armor and stuff.
Sure.
So a rock beetle, that's a big, heavy rock beetle, was designed after kind of some of the moves were thought up. So that's one of the cool things that we get to do on this game, where we kind of don't have a limit on what type of direction we can go.
Sure.
And Zetterburn's biggest thing was he's meant to be our Ryu, if you played Street Fighter, where he's the most similar to Super Smash. So if you pick him up, just the way he feels, the way he runs, his jump, even his weight, he feels like a spacey, like Wolf or like Wolf, like you said, or Fox even.
Yeah.
So he's kind of a good character to bridge. And then on top of that, we put his fire mechanic, which is when his special moves light people on fire, then he can smash attack and send them twice as far. So he still has the element mechanic, but it's more on top of a normal moveset.
Yeah, and that goes for all of the characters in this game. I mean, you have 8 solidly very different characters, fundamentally different. Everything from characters that could replicate themselves and attack each other as like a 2v1 kind of strategy, all the way down to your newest character release that happened a couple of days ago, the big polar bear Aether, which is like a aerial grabbing character that also has these unique ice mechanics. Like you could set the stage completely frozen, slide across it, move around stage faster, and then it pays off with extra power on some of your attacks.
Yeah, and also you can explode the ice, which if someone's caught standing on it, they'll get frozen. So, yeah, I'm really excited to see if anyone actually plays Aether at this, because he is pretty new, and I feel like some players have you might have that advantage of the unknown matchup, right?
Yeah.
But also you have the disadvantage of you've only had like 3 days to practice with him. So I think some people might pick him up. I don't know if any of the how far we'll see him. Maybe we'll see him get the top 4, top 8. That would be pretty great.
I got to play a couple of fun, different, pre-tourney matches over there, and everybody was kind of dabbling in the new character a little bit. We'll wait to see who's gonna, put their tournament life on the line with the character. But we have a lot of special players from the community that have shown up today. Maybe you could speak a little bit to some of the people you invited out here.
Yeah. So the most, I guess the favorite going into this is going to be Ralph, who is a Melee player from NorCal, who is I think he's ranked #1 still. He was definitely #1 in Rivals for a long time. I believe he's still ranked #1, and he basically is the reason people considered Forsburn to be overpowered when not long after the launch of the game. So a lot of the complaints were basically saying Ralph is too good. Since then, he's moved on to Maple, and it's not a coincidence that top players are complaining more about Maple in the last couple months than they had been. So, yeah, definitely sometimes feedback is someone's overpowered, but they really just mean Ralph is overpowered.
Yeah, I mean, Ralph, from what I've heard, I've been talking around the community to a few people about, like, doing my homework. Oh, who should I watch out for in this tournament? Every single person said Ralph is probably the favorite to take this tournament. From what I heard from Never Eat Cars, another Rivals of Aether player that's very good in the scene, he said that Ralph is something like 72-0.
Yeah, I heard that.
Going into this tournament in tournament matches. So if you play something like Super Smash Brothers, he's kind of like the zero.
Yeah, he basically is. Yeah,
game.
So like those are online tournaments. So like obviously they don't have the same as like a Smash 4, like a major regional that Zero is doing. But he basically is like the zero of Rivals of Aether, which is crazy.
Yeah.
So obviously he's the favorite, and then ranked at #2 going in would probably be Tandoori, who's coming up from SoCal.
He's a Maple player.
Yeah, he's a Maple main, and he plays a lot at the balcony. So he's actually involved in one of the. There aren't too many like local scenes in Rivals. There's a lot of online.
They're developing
but
right now.
Yeah, but the balcony has actually been playing it pretty regularly since launch. So his Maple is amazing. He's also done really well in online tournaments. I think every tournament he enters, he gets like top 4.
Sure.
So he's definitely a threat. I mean, he'll probably be doing Maple Dittos against Ralph if he gets that far.
That's
so
gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be rough, but he definitely has a chance. Like he's no slouch for sure. It would be really crazy to see. This is probably our biggest tournament yet.
Yeah.
So everyone wants to take out Ralph. That's the goal.
You guys put money on the line for this one. I heard $500 in prizes for top 8.
Yep. So we got 500 for top 8. We also have. I tweeted out a picture of our trophy that we're going to be giving out, and then it's like a pretty stacked tournament.
Not to mention, as far as I know from talking to the guys here, there's also a trophy on the line, a physical trophy. This is a beautiful trophy, actually.
Right here.
Look at this.
Right here.
The Rivals of Aether official trophy.
Hold on.
Oh, we got a little smudge. Got to make it look extra pretty for the people out there.
There you go, stream.
Beautiful trophy on the line, as well as a bunch of money. And then for the people at home, I believe we're going to be releasing a few download codes.
Yeah, so one of the cool things we're doing is we have a Championship Zetterburn skin that we just revealed last week, and it actually is based off this trophy.
Excellent.
So the skin itself is a dark, like a black Zetterburn who has clear flame.
Oh, no way.
It's super cool.
That's pretty sweet.
So we're going to be giving out those to the competitors, and then we also are giving them out during stream. So in the chat, you can see how you can have a chance. It's basically like a raffle or a generation. So we're going to be doing that throughout the stream. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
And then also we have another announcement, which is we have a new piece of merchandise
Yes.
that we're going to be selling starting.
And you have it right in front of us right now.
I do have it. Starting on April 15th, I believe, is our date.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Why don't you show it off for the camera? It's right in front of you.
Yeah, I'll grab it. So, basically, we're going to be selling a plush Orcane that you can get. It's going to be $24.99 on Amazon. There's a picture of it. It also comes with a DLC code for a golden Orcane that you can use in-game.
Very awesome.
The Orcane is actually, so every premium color that I discussed, so Zetterburn's the first one. He has transparent flame. Orcane is going to be the second. He actually has shiny highlights that the normal Orcane doesn't have.
Okay.
So he's like a kind of metallic looking Orcane, like metal gold. So that is one that you can only get if you get the Orcane plush on Amazon in April. So, yeah, I'm really excited to see, if people want their own Orcane in their house, basically.
Oh, man, I want an Orcane in my house. Let me tell you. Also, you guys have been basically going through Steam right now for early access. Yep. And so if you guys at home want to look into this game a little bit further, Steam is definitely a good place. You also have your website?
Yeah, so we have our website. We're actually on sale on Steam right now, too, for the release of Aether. So we went on sale on Monday, and we're on sale all week for 20% off.
Okay.
So normally the game is $14.99, and we are $11.99, if I'm good at math.
Sure.
So, yeah, so it's a great week to pick it up if you haven't yet, or you pick it up for friends. And then we also are working on Xbox Game Preview. The goal was to be announcing that date today, too, and I was working really hard to get to that point. But unfortunately, we need to actually have a build that's not broken in order to know when we're going to be available on Xbox.
Sure.
They kind of like your build to not be,
Yeah, it's just a couple refinements.
Yeah,
I'm sure you'll be. I can't wait till you guys are out on Xbox. See the audience out here grow a little bit more for Rivals, because so far with the audience I've had this experience with, it's been nothing but nonstop fun playing this game, man.
Nice.
I'm very proud.
That's what I like to hear.
This is a great job. I mean, like, this basically for the people at home, if you love Super Smash Brothers and if you love like kind of these new, fresh characterized fighting games, kind of, I think Rivals is a definite pickup for you.
Yeah.
So
we're going to get started pretty soon, though.
Yeah, I think we're going to take like a quick minute break or two.
Yeah, and I think we're going to be we might, chat might do a little bit of the skin.
I'll talk to Chad. Don't worry. Chad can hear me. I'll talk to you guys.
I will
let
hear
you guys
the little voice in my ear.
Oh, yes. Hello, people. I will let you guys know in chat how to win. We'll give out 50 of these codes right now.
50. Make it rain.
Nice.
We're going to make it rain, and then we're going to take a quick break, and we'll come back.
Yeah.
First Rivals of Aether tournament match here at GDC. We'll be right back, boys.
See you right in a bit.